For almost 500 days, a subscriber by the name of Elmas Capito has been commenting on my videos every single day asking for a Costa Rica rebuild, and it's clear to see why. Once 13th ranked in the world, Costa Rica now are 40th. So today I'm going to bring through the next generation of Costa Rican talent and win a Champions League title using only Costa Rican players. El Mas Capito, as my favorite band Neck Deep says, good things come to those who persevere, and my god, my man, you have persevered. Don't ask me why, but I've gone with Zwolle in the Dutch League as the home base for Costa Rican talent. This is the club that is going to win a Champions League, hopefully, with Costa Rican players. And there is not a single Costa Rican on the squad right now as we stand. To be fair, there isn't too many of them in the entire database. We're basically going to have to get this going by ourselves. I would be remiss if I didn't sign Keylor Navas, though. He's still in the game. He's going to be retiring in real life soon. Keylor Navas, one last trip to Europe. Let's get him in the squad. He's 81 rated, 37 years of age. We pay £850,000 for that. I'm fine. There are a couple of decent prospects, though, that we really need to harness. We need to get them in this first transfer window and give them as much time as possible to get dynamic player potential working. One of them is Jalen Mitchell, the centre back, who also already plays in the Netherlands for Feyenoord, is joining us. This guy right here, though, is the one that I am most heavily invested in. The one that I want to be the captain of this squad when Costa Rica become the world's best nation. It is the center midfielder, Brandon Aguilera, 21 years of age, 68 overall. Need him to be a superstar. We've brought him across from the Portuguese league for £2.5 million. We have been blessed, though. This doesn't always happen, but I've been given a five-star scout off the rip. So I'm getting right in there. I'm getting to Costa Rica, and I'm going to be trying to find the next generation of talent. I'm going to get a little more poignant as the career mode goes on, but 9 months this year, I'm just looking for everything. I'm looking for defenders. I'm looking for midfielders. I'm looking for attackers. I'm looking for wingers. Just throw a net in and see who we can bring in. Just get some momentum going for Costa Rica. We're getting right in, getting players out, especially in positions where we already have their replacements figured out. Like in between the sticks, Jasper Schendelaar heading to Rangers. But to be fair, by the end of this, every single Zwolle player is going to be sold because I only want Costa Ricans. The defensive midfielder Al Azouzi heading to Turkey and Velanas heading to Rica. Continuing on our journey of signing young prospects to the squad. Left midfielder, 20 years of age, Josima Olkaser. Now, if you watched our Blackpool rebuild a few weeks ago, you would recognize this face. Kenneth Vargas, Costa Rican striker, became one of the world's best strikers in that career mode, and I'm hoping for the same here. Signing him from Hearts, 2.5 mil. It's good to see you again, Kenny. The right midfielder, Namli, heading to Turkey, and I've decided to sign a striker partner for him. I wasn't going to do this initially, but I figured we may as well get a Costa Rican player, another Costa Rican player into the squad. See if we can get a few good years out of Alonso Martinez. 25 years of age, 69 overall, nice base, but if we find a young prospect who can overtake him very quickly, I'm going to give Martinez the boot. I want to make sure Vargas and Martinez are getting all the game time, though. So Vente, he's here on loan. I would sell him if he was here permanently, but I'm going to terminate his loan. It's only £115,000. That's way more valuable to get him out of the squad. And I am in the process of converting Yosemir Alcacer to a right midfielder. So I'm going to do the same thing here with Dylan and Bayo. I want to make sure that he's not taking game time. 94k. We don't need that money. So this is what we look like right now. Obviously, this team is going to change massively. We've got some of the foundational players from real Costa Rican players. I can't see ourselves signing many real Costa Rican players. I think this is going to be heavily on the youth academy today. Keylor Navas already down in 1 overall, but he's still our highest rated player. I got no expectations for this season on the pitch. I just want to find the right foundations to build up Costa Rican football. Here's to hoping we can find some decent prospects between now and January. And another big priority of mine is getting as good a coaching setup as I can. Every time there's a 4 or 5 star coach available, I'm hiring their ass because we need every advantage we can get. I was not expecting this, but I'm not mad about it. We are 4th in the Dutch league right now. We only have 2 losses all year. I kind of expect that to go down once we get more Costa Rican players in and get rid of our starting players from the initial Zwolle squad, but I'm happy with that. That means we're probably going to have good player potential. Youth Academy so far has brought in some decent prospects. Only one of them I'm going to promote to the senior team right now, though, and that is Tony Carmona. Going to promote him in here and get him right into the starting 11. May as well, man. He's 17 years of age. He's 65 overall, so it's 3 less than Vandenberg. and Vandenberg's 24. May as well give him the game time and get Vandenberg out of here. And I want that to be a common theme where we can replace players so often. It might take a slight decrease in overall, but if we can get a good base in from now, from the early days, that's going to pay dividends later. So here we go, selling some players, getting some money in. Davy Vandenberg heading to Genk for 1.65 mil. And the Dutch left back Van der Haar heading to Sevilla. You know what? I'm going to bring this Javi Pineda guy in as well. I was hoping he had like potential to be special or something like that, but I'm going to look to get a loan move for him. Good to see Tony Carmona has showing great potential though. Same with Brandon Aguilera. And here we go. We got him a loan move. Not the route I necessarily expected to take, but it's a 2-year loan move to the Saudi leagues. Season 1's gone better than I expected. 6th in the Eredivisie. I am happy with that. Again, no real expectations on these first couple of seasons whilst we build up the formations, but if we get some success in the process, I'm cool with that. I just didn't want us being cellar dwellers the whole time. Ajax win the Orange Becker. The goal for us, of course, is to win the Champions League using only Costa Rican players because the Costa Rican national team is not in FC 25. Real Madrid win it in Season 1. Porto win the Europa League. And Panathinaikos win the Conference League. This is what I'm interested in. Statistics and overall growth. 15 goals, 14 goals for Martinez and Vargas, plus 4 growth for Vargas, plus 3 growth for Martinez. Aguilera gets plus 5 growth, 7 goals, 7 assists, plus 3 for Alcacer at the right midfield role. It is beautiful to see. Plus 4 for Jalen Mitchell, beautiful. Keylor Navas goes down to a 78, but that is fine. Carmona up to a 65. Didn't get as much game time though in the second half of the year as I'd hoped. I need to fix that up in Season 2. And on loan, Javi Pineda only went up plus 1 in this first half of the year. Little disappointing. I'm also not bothered about certain players walking away. Graves obviously was only here on loan, so he walks on a free, or goes back to his club rather. Kenneth Vermeer, Verduan, and Hauptmeier there. Actually, I'm going to renew Hauptmeier just for squad depth reasons. For these first few seasons, the priority is only to get Costa Rican players into development. We're going to continue with that in Season 2. Starting off Season 2, I'm getting all of the 18 and 17-year-olds into the starting squad, into the team. Can either loan them out, can either use them as reserves, or use them in the starting 11 in the case of Thomas Quiroga. Left midfielder, 66 overall, 86 to 92 potential. That's what I'm talking about. Rest of the lads don't necessarily strike me too much as great prospects. Toledo, maybe. I'm going to get some of the 16. In fact, let's get the 16-year-olds in here as well. Let's get everybody moving around and into circulation. If they don't work out at our club, we can sell them elsewhere and get them game time elsewhere. But let's get things rolling. I want this academy to be stacked every year. Speaking of, I'm hitting the ground running. The first half of the year, I'm going to focus on defense. So for the next 6 months, I'm only going for centre backs. Only centre backs. Then once he returns in January, I'm going to find the 6 months after that focusing on goalkeepers. Keylor Navas not getting any younger. In fact, is this his last season? Okay, he's not retiring at the end of the season, so I'm going to look to keep Keylor Navas in the squad until we have a goalkeeper ready to take over. I have found a right back here on free agency. Diego Canales. Need to get him into the squad. He's a right back, but I'm hopeful we could either convert him into a centre back or a right midfielder. Wasn't any insane prospects from Costa Rica outside of this, players to buy, etc. But Canales is decent. If we can get 1 or 2 players from free agency every year, that would be awesome. We'll offer him 10k and he accepts 10k. Let's go see how we can make Diego Canales fit into this Wall squad. All right, 381 weeks for a centre back, 2 for left back. 400. All right, we might have to change formation, honestly. I don't want to change formation though. I was so focused on center backs. Honestly, mate, I think I'm just gonna loan him out. Let's see if we can get some growth. And if he comes back in the 70s next year, then I'll give him a starting spot. Going to be a busy year, but I'm actually selling one of our starting players. I'm going to move Aguilera to the attacking midfield role, and I'm going to sell Montero. We're going to be loaning out a lot of players as well, but I'm not going to fill you in on every single one of those because the video will be 10 hours long and very boring otherwise. But I will inform you that I'm selling Reinders. I want Corrego to be the starting left midfielder. I want nothing getting in his way. Nick Fittinger going to Portugal. Florinus, the right back, £1.1 million to go to Argentina. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the big one though. Filip Krastev. I would have kept him for a long time if this was a normal rebuild, but he ain't Costa Rican. He's Bulgarian. Successfully converted Aguilera to a center attacking midfielder though. Stays at a 73, but I think this is going to be awesome for his growth as well. And the Kiwi Ryan Thomas also out. This is the one loan move I'll keep you up to date with though, because I have elected to loan out Canales. I'm curious whether he forces us to move back to a 4 at the back formation. It really is a win-win when it comes to Canales, but he's off to Trabzonspor. Final sale of a very busy transfer window here. It is to, again, not let higher rated players take game time from our Costa Ricans. Manu was hoping he went to Man U, but he goes to Belgrano. So this is what the lineup looks like now. Once we get 2 centre-backs in, we will have an all Costa Rican starting 11. It's about making sure we can build upon the base that we've got right now. Keep looking for superstars. Keep looking to improve the squad. It's a great foundation, but is it going to be a team that ends up winning a Champions League? Are we going to save Costa Rica? This is kind of the path I expected us to take in Season 1. It is eventuating right now. 1st of January, 13th, 21 points. I mean, we are only a little bit of a good run of form from getting back up to that 4th position. We're 9 points away, but I expected teething problems. Not throwing the baby out the bathwater right now. On a positive note, we have found some absolute killers that can join the defense. The 2 that I'm going to get involved right away are Jaime Cardoso and Guillermo Perez. Both pretty high rated, great potential on Cardoso, Perez around the 75 to 81. Also got some prospects that are coming through. Salas 89 to 94 potential, Arango 83 to 94. There are some good things happening behind the scenes here with Costa Rican football. Gonna get the 17-year-olds in, look to get loan moves for these 2 though. But now we're gonna find the rest of our season trying to find the Keylor Navas replacement. Let's go find ourselves a solid Costa Rican goalkeeper. Gotta make sure the young fellas are getting game time in the defense though, so I'm making 2 really tough calls. Olivier Artson progressing nicely, but he's not Costa Rican. And this is the one that hurts the most. Garcia McNulty progressing like an absolute stud, but he's Irish. Garcia McNulty heading to Hoffenheim. Season has been salvaged slightly. I mean, 6th and 11th has really no difference, but I want to be getting ourselves into European football. 1 step at a time though. 6th in the Dutch League, another half-decent year. Ajax win Orange Becker. Real Madrid go back-to-back in the Champions League. Tottenham win an all-English Europa League final. Villa win the Conference League. Again though, I'm interested in the performances. Alonso Martinez is delivering. I wish he was younger, bro. He's 74, 27 years of age. You look at Vargas. Vargas is going up +4 a year. Martinez is delaying slightly. I think long term we're going to have to look for maybe some more strikers. Maybe I'll start getting the wheels in motion for that, but I'm happy with what we've done here. Alcacer up to a 73. Quiroga to a 70, gets all the game time in the world. Castaneda up to a 68, which is awesome to see in the defense. Perez to a 69. The growth is good for the fellas. Aguilera, by far our best prospect, 77 overall, 23 years of age. The prophecy is being fulfilled. How about the lads on loan though? Did we get any big movement? No growth for Canales. I feel justified. +2 Dominguez, +2 Ramos, plus what? Who the heck? Fran Cuevas has gone up +13. +13. I've got to consider bringing him back and getting him in the starting 11 next year. +13 at 17 years of age. That is ridiculous. Sanz goes up +6, +5. This is going brilliantly. Suarez +3. We're going to be in a great position next year. How about the strikers? Pineda +2, +2 for Oliveira. Honestly, I think I'm going to have to look at strikers next year and get those in. This is why I want to throw as many darts at the board and try getting players in, because we get growth like that. Well, there it is. Keylor Navas retiring at the end of season number 3. And well, our hunt for his successor didn't go insanely well last year. I would say maybe Nacho Santos is the best hope we have right now. I'm getting all of these guys that are 17 and 16 as goalkeepers into the squad, getting them loan moves and hoping somebody is ready for next year. I'm also going to promote Arango. Basically anybody that's 17 and looks half decent. This guy looks good. Martin Palomino. But I'm going right back to Costa Rica and I'm trying to find ourselves a goalkeeper. 3 months, goalkeeper. This is turned into overdrive. But I want to get some rotational players in. The more that the initial Zwolle players leave and I am just sending players off on loan, it's going to nuke our squad. So Luis Diaz, a Costa Rican right midfielder joining us from New England, followed by Randall Leal from DC United, and the right back Gerald Taylor from the Scottish League joining us from Hearts. Again, every player I touch from here on in is going to be Costa Rican, so just take that assumption. But we have paid 1.4 mil for him. Bit of a failed experiment this one, but I'm actually going to sell Canales. I figure let's stop sending him off on loan. Let's sell him permanently. If he's going to be somebody, he can develop there and we can always buy him back. So the right back heading to Go Ahead Eagles, staying in the Netherlands for 1 mil. Now, Karoga was good last year, but Cuevas got, what, 15 growth? That's ridiculous. I'm sending Thomas on loan this year. There is not much between them, but my God, I would feel stupid if I didn't give Fran Cuevas at least an opportunity. The starting 11, basically the entire bench as well, and the reserves are all players from Costa Rica. Now it's about watering what we've built, adapting as we go, and getting very, very specific with who we allow to join the squad. And honestly, now I want us moving up the table. Now I want us pushing for European football in the Netherlands. Oh, we're getting there. We are getting there. It's been a lot of work behind the scenes this season, but the draws have killed us again. 53 points, 7 losses. We finished 6th in the league here. Got to get ourselves some sort of European football. Oh my God, 6th with Zwol. And we lost in the final of Orange Becker. That makes it hurt even more. We had an opportunity for our first trophy with Costa Rica. Man City win the Champions League. Villa are moving on up. They're probably my favorites now to win the Champions League next year. And Braga win the Conference League. 23. Bro, I wish Alonso Martinez was younger coming into this. Striker is the one position, despite all of my work behind the scenes, where I'm really nervous about the future. Honestly, might just have to rely on Kenneth Vargas and move to a different formation. Aguilera is a beast. Alcacer 76. We're getting there, lads. We're getting there in certain positions. For me, it looks like Santos is probably going to be the guy next season. Keylor Navas retiring. 18 years of age, 70 overall. Everybody in the goalkeeper spot. Murillo goes up +6. Everybody else up +4. Lozano +4. Arango goes up +7 on loan. Salas goes up +7. This is on PS5, lads. There is no way I could use a cheat engine or mods to change this. This is pure growth, and I am so here for it. Even the guys we do have are growing well. Perez up +4, Cardozo up +4, +2 Gerardo, +4 Dominguez. We have got options. This is why I am now only bringing the best of the best into the squad. Yago Garcia to a 69, +4 for Cuevas' first year. He got himself only 2 goals and 2 assists, but the growth is definitely nice to see until... Bro, these two are going bar for bar, season for season. Corrego goes on loan and goes up 11. Dude, I genuinely might just be rotating between these guys every second year. Is there a way I can convert one of their positions and get them both into the starting 11? Maybe put them at right midfielder. Carmona to a 74. Aguilera 81 as we saw before. Even Alcacer 76 for him. Like, I don't even see the need to. Maybe I convert him to an attacking midfielder and then one of the others to a right mid. Even this Palomina guy, I got him on loan for the first half of the year. Dude, the growth in some of these players has been unreal. We've got a lot of 1s and 2s. But we've got so many +4s and +5s. Vargas +4. Martinez +2. Pineda looks more likely to be the man that's going to come in and maybe take over from Martinez. I honestly might get that started next year purely because we've got time not necessarily on our side. But as we mentioned, Keylor Navas retiring. This ushers in a new era. I'm surprised we got 3 years out of him. Keylor Navas, thank you, mate. Lads, we might have just got very, very lucky with Keylor Navas retiring. It didn't even cross my mind, but we have what I'm assuming is Keylor Navas's regen. This is the entire Costa Rican database right now, but Joaquin Mancia, get this man into our club. We've got to put all our chips on him. Keep trying to develop the guys that we got in the youth academy, but Joaquin Mancia looks like the Navas regen, looks like the answer. Money's not a big problem for us right now, so I'm offering him £20,000 a week. I just want to make sure he comes to the club, which he does. All right, we might have just got very, very lucky. And he has the showing great potential status, which is a good sign. Sorry, Santos, I knew I told you you would be the starter, but you're definitely getting loaned out now. So is Rivas, showing great potential, 16 years of age, nice. Not so worried about Jesus Palacios, but this dude, Ismael Aquino, 16 years of age, attacking midfielder. That potential is really nice. Getting him into the senior team for sure. We're at the point now of this Costa Rican rebuild where not necessarily any positions stand out that we need to, like goalkeeper or centre back in the past. So I'm just going to go 9 months, every position possible. Centre back, centre midfield, just like we did in season number 1. And we've got to be cutthroat. I'm very happy and very confident with the foundations we've built for Costa Rican football, so only the best prospects in Costa Rica get into our academy. I am making some big moves with positions and formations though. Fran Cuevas, I'm getting him in the squad this year. I'm not loaning him out again. I'm going right midfielder though, so that he can play in this squad. Quiroga is going to be the starting left midfielder, Cuevas the starting right midfielder. But then Yosemir Alcacer, I'm going to convert him to an attacking midfielder. Our new formation is going to be weird. I'll show you guys in a second. So this is the formation I've gone with. I'm playing to our strengths. I said I was worried about the future of the striker role. I'm going to a one striker formation, giving Vargas all of the responsibility. Martinez still a great backup, but I think I'm going to keep him as that, a backup. But yeah, we found a way to have Alcacer, Quiroga, and Cuevas all in the starting 11 together. The defense is progressing nicely. Mancia is a huge break. Genuinely, I think center midfield is where we need our next big break. Carmona could be good. Castaneda, the jury is still out. We have got so many players off on loan though. I've spent the past 20 minutes just sending players off on loan, agreeing with deals, and hopefully that's going to pay dividends come the end of the year. But for this year, I want us pushing for European football. It's time to take that step up in the Dutch League. 1st of January, we sit 6th in the Dutch League right now. There is hope for us. No, maybe not. We are 8 points away from Conference League. Ugh, PSV, bro. How is Sparta Rotterdam sitting 2nd right now? The good news, we have found some absolute studs in the youth academy. These two centre backs, Fuentes and Ayala, 78 to 94 potential on Ayala. I'm getting him to the senior team. Only found him in this December report. Fuentes getting him to the senior team, looking to get loans for these guys. And then a striker, Santiago Salazar. His potential is going down slightly, but I want to get him a loan move whilst the potential is still up. Honestly, I'm going to get one for Suarez as well. His overall is not great, but the potential is definitely nice. Let's just get all of the 17-year-olds out. No, the squad is full. All right, never mind. We have got 52 players in our squad right now. So honestly, if prospects aren't coming together, I'm either going to sell them and let them go off into the world, or maybe just get rid of some of these random Dutch guys. Getting the loan moves for all of them though. Salazar heading to Switzerland for 2 years. Ayala to Hartberg in Austria. Is that Austria or Germany? I think it's Austria. I could sell Alonso Martinez here, but there's really no need. What am I going to do with the extra 10 million pounds? There's no prospects that I can buy on the open market. We've got insane coaches. We've already got 30 million pounds, that nothing to spend it on. I'm not worried about selling players like Martinez, who can be great backup strikers. Julian Suarez, 2 years in Turkey. And finally, Hernan Fuentes heads to Berlin. Let's hope all these lads can crush it for us. Bang! That is what we were after. 3rd place. We have had a great second half of the year. I think it's only going to be Conference League, but honestly, at this point, I do not care because we have finally got ourselves European football at Zwolle. PSV absolutely brained it, though. We're on 65. I'll take that. We finished above Ajax, above Feyenoord. That is a huge success. Feyenoord win Orange Becker. We went out in the quarterfinals to PSV. The Champions League goes to Borussia Dortmund, Europa League Chelsea, and the tournament we will be in next year, the Conference League, goes to Tottenham. Vargas getting all of the striker reps to himself only goes up +1, which is a little bit concerning, but does get himself 18 goals, 80 overall. Honestly, next year, I know we've got some decent striker prospects, but I'm just a little nervous that we're going to get the rest of the squad good, then Vargas is going to be stuck at 83. I think I'm only going to go for strikers next year. Thomas Quiroga is the star of the show right now. +4 growth at 21 years of age. 85 overall, 20 goal contributions, and Cuevas goes up +4 as well. We don't need any more left mids or right mids. I think we've got our options sorted. Alcacer as well. I was not expecting this. I genuinely thought we might have to upgrade at attacking midfield, but Yosemir Alcacer, one of the rare real-life players, goes up +4. +3 for Castaneda. Just 1 for Aguilera. Just 1 for Carmona as well. Centre mid and striker have me a little nervous. A lot of players off on loan, but are any having insane seasons. A lot of +3s and +4s, which is nice to see. Murillo +5. We have got goalkeeper options galore. Mancia, though, looks like the man. +5 in his first year. Keylor Navas's regen is already a star. Arango +3, +5 for Alex Salas at 17 years of age. Cardozo, dude, the growth in this has been unbelievable. Ayala +3 in half a year. No growth for Marcus Carmona, though. I think he has another year at Spezia, but honestly, might consider recalling him and just selling him. +2 for Miguel Sanz, was hoping for a little more. +2 for Inez, +2, yeah, centre midfield. I'm going to do half a year at centre midfield, half a year at striker, I think. +6 for Ismail Aquino. Okay, no growth for Cabrera at Norwich. I thought he was going to grow. Plus, Pallet, bro, why are we getting so much success with our right midfielders and left midfielders. Palomina up to a 77, Vargas +4, Pineda +1, Oliveira +3, Murillo +2. Yeah, these guys are growing, but none of the insane growth that we're seeing elsewhere. Maybe Vargas is the answer. Conference League bound in Season 5 of this Costa Rica experiment though. Bring it on, let's go. There are no good Costa Rican players entering the database though. There is 7 players that are not in our club that are Costa Rican. When are the regens gonna hit? When are we gonna get some good players pop up? There are a couple of players that I do want to promote from the youth academy though, but I can't do that. We've got too many players. I need to get rid of all of the guys in the squad that aren't Costa Rican to fill up some squad spots. But I'm gonna get a head start on our scouting for the year anyways. 3 months, strikers, bring us the goods. One spot has opened up. Thomas Butnik heading to Turkey permanently. Gotta be cutthroat with that. I could bring in Jesus Palacios, but we already have an excess of goalkeepers. I think I'm going to make Samuel Santos the guy. I want to bring in a 17-year-old. Santos, good potential. Okay overall. Let's try to get him a loan move. We got clubs like Real Madrid coming in here trying to get Fran Cuevas. Not a chance in the world blocking offers for him. That's a good sign. Paco Arango, I want to get him a loan move, but Eintracht Frankfurt and Juventus both want him permanently. Kai de Rouge heading to St. Louis. Next guy I'm going to bring in is this Pablo Campos guy. 79 to 85 potential, but I'm actually going to put him on the transfer list. See if we can put him out there and let him get growth on his own right. With these guys that have decent potential, like this, showing great potential, if we can transfer list them and let them get off to their own start elsewhere, flood the database with decent prospects, it gives us players that we don't have to necessarily loan out every season, but they can forge their own identity and then come back. Ukatsu heading to the Scottish League and Hauptmeier heading to Huddersfield. Honestly, with the remaining 17-year-olds, especially Palacios and Rodriguez, I'm going to promote both of them, but their potential doesn't necessarily fill me with too much hope, so maybe that's another play we just look to sell and get into the database. I am going to set a rule now though. If you don't have potential that is higher than 85, you're not making it into the youth academy. So Ricardo Osorio, you're gone. Santiguera, you're gone. Guillermo Prieto, get out of here. Like, all these lads are gone, so we only are focusing on the best of the best right now. Giselhardt, the latest player to leave permanently. And Pablo Campos, there we go. Brought him in from the youth academy, immediately sold for 2.4 mil. Will we see him come back? I'm not sure, but I'm going to keep an eye on him. At least that's another player in the database. Last player I'm going to promote from the youth academy, though, is Julian Flores. 16 years of age, low overall, but that potential is insane. Let's get him a loan move and see if he could be our long-term solution at striker. Has potential to be special. Good omen, good omen. Lagsia sold. I don't know if we have any non-Costa Ricans in the squad now. Jesus Palacios sold to Stuttgart. And Sergio Rodriguez sold to Göztepe to round out a very busy start to Season 5. It's a good team, lads. It is a good-looking team. Get the center midfielders sorted. Keep the growth going. We're on the right trajectory with this Costa Rica rebuild. Just got to be cutthroat now. With everybody I bring in, it is only the best of the best. Even if I only bring in 1 or 2 players a year, that's going to be the right move. Also, a nice surprise. Thought we were in the Conference League. We're in the Europa League. So if we happen to win the Europa League, that is a path to the Champions League. But that's what I'm striving for every year here, whether it's by winning the Europa League or qualifying via winning the Eredivisie or top 2 in the Eredivisie. I want us making a push now for Champions League football and really thinking about completing this. So I went for the strikers, found a couple of decent prospects, but we are having some good success so far finding center midfielders. We're here January 1st. I'm promoting a couple of them. Ignacio Perez, 85 to 94 potential, 65 overall, get in the squad. And then Ismael Ruiz. His potential range is definitely a lot wider, but it's a good starting point. Let's get him into the squad and look for loans for both of these lads. Can I get Figueroa in the squad? Okay, we have enough spots. I'm going to get Figueroa in as well. Hopefully, we can get Pereira and Barrios during the rest of the season, but let's focus on getting loans for those other lads. Bang! Second in the Eredivisie, and I think that means we're heading to the Champions League next year. I think it might be only via the playoffs. I think only first place gets an automatic spot, but we are heading to the Champions League, surely. With Zwolle, we have a chance to complete this Costa Rican rebuild. It's not the most realistic thing to think that we're going to do it next year, but it's a chance. 2 points off the title, though. Ajax win the league. We only lose 5 games all season. AZ Alkmaar win the Orange Becker. PSG, a Champions League title. This is good. Okay. We finished 4th in the Europa League phase. Only 1 loss. That's actually got me a lot of confidence, not just for the Europa League, but for the Champions League next season. So we skip the playoffs. Round of 16, we beat Olympiacos 5-4. Are we going to get ourselves automatically into the Champions League? Quarterfinals, nope. We have lost 5-2 to Leganes in the Europa League quarterfinals, and Arsenal end up beating Leganes to win the Europa League. West Ham United win the Conference League. Kenny Vargas, you absolute beast. 28 goals, +3 growth. That is what I'm happy to see the most, because I was worried he'd kind of stagnated in his career, but I'm feeling very confident that he can be the man in the next 5. If we win a Champions League in the next 5 years, that's probably the timeline for Vargas. Alcacer, 39 goal contributions, 84 overall. Quiroga is 88. So much of our offense is set and ready to go. Brandon Aguilera, the captain, 84 overall. We don't need any more touches in these positions. Carmona only +2 growth though to 77. The midfielders are lagging behind. I'm hoping we have some good prospects coming up. Goalkeepers are all progressing nicely. Murillo goes up to a 75. Mansilla to an 82. Arango, he might enter the back line, honestly, next year. Perez, he might take over from Perez, but Cardozo to an 83 is insane. Figueroa +5. Gerardo +3. Ayala +4. Juanmar Dominguez, defensive midfielder at Burnley. I think he spends another year there, but he's looking like a good prospect. Carmona's coming back. I'm going to look to sell him. Sainz to a 77. Toledo does go up +3 to a 75, so maybe I'll look to bring him in instead of Castaneda next year. Perez +3, Suarez +5. Ruiz doesn't get any growth. Damn, man. I'm worried about the center midfielder role the most. Aquino to a 70, +5 to a 74. Palomino to an 80. I need to find a way to get him into the starting 11 next year. I need to try changing formations or changing positions more than likely. Pineda only goes up +1. Murillo +2. Flores. Okay, Flores is the one we need to put the most into. +7. Look at all the play styles as well. I've only just realized that. He has 7 play styles. All right, Flores needs to be the guy. Unfortunately, though, Alonso Martinez will not be the guy. Didn't want to re-sign a contract, and he will be heading to Galatasaray on a free next year. Could always bring him back in a year or two, though. Finally heading to the Champions League. Let's get into it. Bro, this is so annoying. We come in here with £56 million. What can I use this on? Like, you look at the available Costa Rican players, even the guys that I sold off are not doing well. Diego Canales, still at a 68. Campos up to a 70, which is decent for a 17-year-old, to be fair, showing great potential. But yeah, there's not really anybody to go in for. I'll probably look to bring Martinez back at some point, but not when he's just moved to Galatasaray. Could bring Sequeira in as a backup goalkeeper, but there's no point. Good news with Palomino, though. There is hope, although we've already got good attacking midfielders. Can he go center midfielder? All right, I'm going to convert Palomino to a center attacking midfielder. Can we get Alcacer or Aguilera? 337 weeks. I mean, Aguilera used to be a center midfielder. 117 weeks. Do I just start the process to get him back to a center midfielder? I think I might. I mean, he doesn't lose any overall when I put him there, so he has the little exclamation mark, but I'm okay with that. Because then Palomino comes in. He's 19 years of age, 80 overall. He'll be converted soon. Our attack and our midfield now in a much stronger spot. I mean, even Man City want to come in for him. They're offering £47 million. I'm blocking offers. He looks like the real deal. Said we were going to do it, but Marcus Carmona has officially been sold. I'm surprised we even got a mil for him. Same deal with Adrian Cabrera, staying in the Netherlands, but off to Herenveen. Palomino, officially an attacking midfielder, stays at an 80, but I'm hoping we can get him grown up. Let's go Shadow Striker. Our Champions League journey starts early this year, though, fellas. It is not an easy opponent either. We have got Sporting. Okay. This is a challenge and a half. Sporting in the qualifiers, first leg on the road in Portugal. How do we go? We get the win over them. That last minute goal, though, for Trincao does not help. At home now, the Mac Park. Here we go, against Sporting, get us to the next stage. Just taking it one game at a time, and we get the win 2-0. That's actually a huge confidence booster. 2-0 over Sporting. I think we might have another round, though, before the group stages if we get there. Yep, confirmed. Going to Belgium, Royal Union Saint-Gilloise. I've got confidence after taking down Sporting. Just need to keep our foot on the gas here. Away in Belgium for the first leg, and we win it 4-0. Oh my god. Okay, that's a confidence booster and a half. Barring one of the biggest collapses in Champions League history, we have surely got ourselves into group phase play. 4-0 up, and we draw 1-1. That is fine by me. We are heading to the Champions League phase with Zwolle, with Costa Rica. I'm feeling good after that as well. You likely saw the lineup from those matches in the Champions League, but here it is with Aguilera at centre mid, with Palomina at attacking midfield. Hopefully Aguilera puts in some good performances and gets the conversion before the halfway point of the year. Carmona need growth from here, need Mitchell to grow and Perez to grow, but we're on the right track. 89 rated Quiroga. Need these guys to be cornerstones of the squad in the Champions League this year. Speaking of the Champions League, we are the lowest ranked team, ranked 36 of 36. This is who we first. Away in Italy for the first game against Bologna. October, we're away against Leverkusen. Away against Stade Reims on the road for the first 3 games. Then we travel to Basque Country, northern Spain, got Bilbao. Our first home game is against Arsenal, the Europa League winners in Arsenal. We host Olympiacos in December, and to round it out, we host Roma and host Celta Vigo. That is a roller coaster of fixtures. I would like for us to get to the playoff round. I'm not necessarily confident about it, but that fixture list has me a little more confident. Roma, Arsenal, and Leverkusen aside. Oh, we actually might be in with a chance this year. 1 loss in the entire Champions League group stage. We finished 4th, just like last season. Galatasaray ahead of us. We finished 4th, just like in the Europa League last year. I did not expect this. We were the lowest ranked team coming into it. Now we're the 4th. We skipped the playoffs. Are we going to be able to complete this Costa Rica rebuild this year? I kind of hope so, because right now we are stinking it up in the Eredivisie. It is Bilbao. Round of 16. We versed them in league phase play. How did we go against them? We drew 0-0 against Bilbao in league phase play, so now we need to rewrite those wrongs and get a win against them in the round of 16. First leg on the road. Aguilera still not converted, but Quiroga has hit 91 rather. All right, first leg away. Come on, lads. We get the win. Aguilera, he might not be a centre midfielder right now, but he is a goal scorer. 1-0 up to take home in the round of 16. How far off is he? Okay, he's making progress. 37 weeks off. Probably not going to get there this year, but he is making progress. All right, 1-0 up at home. If we can get ourselves through the quarterfinals, I'm going to be over the moon with that. Come on, Costa Rica. Get the job done. We lose it on penalties. Oh my God, man. Vargas, our striker. Quiroga misses as well. 2 of our best players miss penalties. We go down to Bilbao and we've gone out in the Champions League round of 16. That is absolutely brutal. We've actually pulled that out of our ass. Oh, we wouldn't have lost any games in that second half of the season. We finished second with Zwolle, 5 points clear of Ajax. I mean, how did the season end? Win. Besides the Bilbao loss in March, we drew a couple games in February, but that is a near perfect second half of the season with Zwolle, and that has absolutely saved our ass. We're heading back to the Champions League. Speaking of the Champions League, Manchester City ended up winning it. Bilbao went out in the quarters to Milan. Inter Milan win the Europa League over Brighton, and the Champions League goes to Shakhtar Donetsk. Kenny Vargas, I'm not worried about strikers anymore. He's hit 85. He's 29 years of age, 29 goals. Palimono, his first year as an attacking midfielder, and he goes to an 85 overall, gets himself 30 goal contributions. Quiroga is 92. Costa Rican football has never been stronger. Some of these players are going off. Aguilera, 11 weeks away from being a centre midfielder. I'm going to convert him at the start of next year, thank God. Just solid growth all around. Murillo up to a 78, so he definitely looks like the best prospect behind Mancia, but I can't see Mancia being taken away. Arango's going to come back from his loan as an 81. Salas goes to a 79, which is a real relief. We've got a lot of options at centre back. Ayala came back as well, 76. Dominguez up to a 77. There is growth galore. Castaneda, no growth, but Arnaiz goes up to a 76. Toledo up to a 77. +7 for Julian Fernandez. +6 for Ignacio Perez. Dude, we have got the next generation coming and coming and coming. This is why I wanted to put such an emphasis on only allowing really good players in at a certain point, because now every player that we have in our books could eventually start, whether it's a year from now or 10 years from now. Aquino goes up +3 on loan at Bruges. Ismael Vargas +4 up to a 76. How about, where is he? Flores, another +4 for him, 71 overall. Oh, we are looking good. Gonna let Ruad, the Dutchman, leave on a free, but unfortunately, former DC United attacking midfielder Randall Leal is going to be retiring. Curious, I don't expect him to be a great player, but I'm curious to see whether his regen will pop up on the open market. Well, I found his regen. There is not a chance in the world that I'm signing him. But you know what? We have £95 million. I'm going to spend 10 million on it, bringing Alonso Martinez back from Galatasaray. May as well. Perfect backup striker while we continue trying to loan players out. Oh, it feels like we were here 2 seconds ago, but we're back. Champions League qualifying round. That's why winning the Eredivisie is so important. We win the Dutch League and we skip all of this. Instead, now we have to hit the reset button. We're traveling to Portugal again here, taking on Braga. Not the same level as Sporting, but clearly a tougher challenge. Alcacer rescues us, all tied up as we head back to head back to the Netherlands, rather. Oh, this has come at the perfect time. Aguilera, finally a center midfielder now. We can get him back on track. In hindsight, I never should have converted him to an attacking midfielder, but I didn't know how good a prospects we would have. Let's get Aguilera off to a good start now that he's a center midfielder once again. 1-1, get us to the next round. We do it! It's not super close, or it's not super comfortable, rather, but we get the job done. That's all that matters. Next round of the Champions League. Oh, cool. Playoff round, we get the Conference League winners in Shakhtar Donetsk. That's not terrifying or anything. I just want us to win the Dutch League every year, so I don't even have to worry about this in future seasons. Here we go, though. It's our reality now, so we may as well not avoid it. First leg at home, it's a 2-0 win. Good. Half the job done. Now we go to the Ukraine, off to Donetsk. Kuroga's up to a 92. This is to get us back to league phase play in the Champions League. We do it 3-2, 5-2 on aggregate. We're heading back to the Champions League for a second successive season. This starting 11 is unbelievable. Mitchell, Toledo, like that's really the only 2 positions we need to grow, because I think Cardozo and Arango are well and truly on their way to being world-class defenders. I've also kept a lot more of our players on the bench because I figure we are in a really good spot where I want to have backups if we go for a Champions League run this year. I think we should. I've kept the depth a lot better, and I'm really proud and excited of what we've done with this Costa Rican foundation. We came into this with 6 players that were serviceable, and now we've basically made Costa Rica one of the best nations in the world. I need to prove that, though. I need us to win not only a Champions League, but I'd also like to win the Dutch League. When it comes to league phase play, though, I want exactly what we did in terms of standings last year. I want us in the automatic spots. I'll take 4th again. We start off hosting Tottenham. Then we travel to Benfica. Leverkusen again, hosting Nice. Traveling to Switzerland, taking on Young Boys. Traveling to Naples. This is a much tougher league phase than last year. Then January, we host Hoffenheim. Be kind to us with this last one. We host Barcelona. Oh, this is so much tougher than last year. Oh my god. We have snuck in to the playoffs by the skin of our teeth. That is not good, lads. That is completely taken away all the hope that I had, all the confidence, but we're still alive. That is the most important thing. We are into the playoffs on goal difference. And in the playoffs, we're going to be versing Napoli. I know Napoli beat us 1-0 in league phase play, so we've got a big task ahead of us. Seems like we've put all of our energy into the Dutch League this year. Only 1 loss and we are 8 points clear of Ajax. Had to go through the qualifying rounds at the start of the season. Now we are into the playoff rounds. First leg at home. I'm just taking it 1 game at a time. Just get ourselves to Naples. Still in this one. We are ahead. Good. Okay. First leg. We beat Napoli. Let's go to Naples in southern Italy and get the job done. All right, we have the advantage heading into the second leg. Scoreless draw, boring game. That's all I'm after. No injuries, no suspensions, no goals conceded. We concede a lot of goals. We get a card against us, but we have come from behind, and Cuevas is going to send us out of the playoffs and into the round of 16. Oh, we got Manchester City, bro. I just want to get past the round of 16. I mean, there's not many easy teams left, but Man City is about as bad as it gets. This is where I get nervous, lads. We've got Toledo, we've got Mitchell. They're progressing nicely, but this is a huge step up in opponent for them, especially Mitchell having to defend, I assume, Erling Haaland. It has me nervous, lads. I need our stars to step up for us. It's a 2-all draw. They got a red card, though. They got a red card. Mensah, Haaland gets a brace. Alcacer gets a brace. We are all tied up, heading to the Etihad. Away at the Etihad. A spot in the quarterfinals on the line as we take on Manchester City. Come on, lads. Come on, lads. Come on, lads. Get the job done on the road. Come on! We get it done! Vargas is the hero here. I genuinely did not think we were going to get past them there. Erling Haaland neutered. We win 3-2, 5-4 on aggregate, and we are getting past Man City. We are finally on a roll. Napoli, City, who's next? Oh my god, bro. We get past Man City and now we got Barcelona. Barcelona in the quarterfinals. Could I not get Sevilla? Sevilla's ahead against Real Madrid, so maybe I don't want them. But Barcelona, quarterfinals, God help us. At the Camp Nou for the first leg against Barca. Come on, fellas. Palomino, get the job done. I want big games out of Vargas, Quiroga, all the lads. But we do have... No, we missed a penalty in the 40th minute. Quiroga, theoretically, we could have had the lead against Barcelona. We're headed home, but it's all tied up. It is getting intense, lads. I'm standing up for this one. I'm nervous, dude. I'm actually nervous. We've come so far this season. 1-1 against Barca at home. Get us to the semis. Come on! Come on! 4-3, extra time. We're gonna win it. We're heading to the semis. I might just stand up for the rest of the season. Barcelona's out of here, and we are into the Champions League semis with this Costa Rican only side. This Final Four is interesting. Again, I would have liked Sevilla, but we've got Bayer Leverkusen. In comparison to City and Barcelona, this is less of a daunting prospect, but we cannot sleep on Leverkusen. When it comes to career mode, their team is insane. Let's just get a strong first leg at home. Yes, we actually won a first leg. I cannot believe it. We have won a first leg. 3-1 advantage against Leverkusen. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Please, we can actually get to a Champions League final with this Costa Rican side. Quiroga is 94 rated right now. What are we doing? Oh, Mitchell, Toledo, just step it up. Just hold the fort, lads. Get us to the final. Oh my god. Dude, I just had a little heart attack. I thought we bottled that, but we are heading to a Champions League final with this Costa Rican only PEC Zwolle side. We lose to Leverkusen, but win on aggregate. I really hope we're versing Sevilla in the final. Oh my god, we actually are. Sevilla beat PSG 4-3 on aggregate. It's going to be Zwolle versus Sevilla. I don't know if I've ever versed Sevilla in a Champions League final before. Taking a look around the grounds though, Liverpool won the Europa League. Arsenal won the Conference League. But we have finally won the Dutch League. We have won Eredivisie, 8 points clear of PSV. And the best part about this is that if we lose tonight to Sevilla, we're automatically back in the Champions League next year. We won the Cup as well. We won Orange Becker as well. So if we win the Champions League tonight, that is a treble. That would be unbelievable. What is unbelievable to look at right now is Kenneth Vargas, 88 overall, 34 goals. Quiroga, 94 overall, 35 goal contributions. Alcacer, the attacking midfielder, 89. This team is absolutely off its face, lads. Can we get it done, though? Can Costa Rica become the world's best nation via PEC Zwolle? The Bernabeu, we're in Spain. Big time advantage to Sevilla. Expecting a lot of their fans to travel, but wonder how many Costa Rican fans and Dutch fans are going to travel. Oh, not off the kickoff. Not off the kickoff. What a save, Mancia. We need to wake up. Dude, Sevilla looks so much better than us. They've come out of the gates firing. Mitchell, I thought he got a touch on it, but Mancia, another save. Oh my god, nobody marking Noosa there. That's not a good idea. They play that one, and they've got the lead. That is a rocket from Amin Guiri, and Sevilla deserve it. They really do. Come on, I want something before halftime. Getting it there to Quiroga. Get it to Vargas. Vargas! That's the equalizer! Come on, lads. We needed that so desperately. Oh my god, 1-1, 42nd minute, Vargas with the goal. Vargas really starting to come into his own here. Drill that through to him. Vargas! 2-1! We've gone from behind to in the lead in this Champions League final within, what, 5 minutes? That is unbelievable. Tough angle, but that is why we've trained his finishing for the best part of 7 years. Vargas gets us in the lead. Do not allow them to get anything back, especially Yuri Tielemans. They lay that one through, and they've hit the post and scored again. Dude, we had the lead for 4 minutes. Guiri has bribed that post. 2 goals in off the post. Are you joking? Come on, I want the lead back. Go to Vargas for his hat-trick. There it is. This is officially a shootout, lads. Vargas has got a hat-trick, a 15-minute hat-trick. It is a shootout at the Bernabeu, and we are 3-2 up. No. No. Oh my god, Nancy, you need to catch that. Every time Guiri has the ball, I am dead set nervous. Ball comes in. Get that one away. Botman puts it over. I thought we just conceded. Do not do this. Good block, Mitchell. Just get rid of it. Oh my god. We just need to hold on possession and we will win ourselves a Champions League title and make Costa Rica the world's best nation. I don't know why I'm trying to force that. All right, now let's force it. Now let's get the cherry on top. Vargas, he's already got a hat trick. Can he get 4? No, he's not. But we are going to get the job done. One of the most stressful rebuilds in recent history, but we have got it done. How the hell is he holding her up? Never thought I would see this day, but you comment for 500 days in a row, you're gonna get this. Costa Rica via PEC's wall are officially the world's best country. Lads, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you click here to subscribe and click here to check out another video.